Happy Egg, we're a free-range egg company. We're one of the fastest growing in our segment in the United States. We really focus on overall bird health, quality diet, outdoor access. A lot of things that people don't take into account when they buy eggs is how those eggs are produced. Essentially, our biggest rate of growth in 2017. Since 2017 to today, we're basically 3 times bigger. Prior to, DLX, we were Big Chief Notepad and Excel documents. That's basically how we did everything. But now we're at the point where our growth is far outpacing, the individual abilities of doing something, in a non-automated world.
Yeah, so once we know that we're onboarding a new client, we essentially go into our repository and start getting together which carriers we think would be a best fit. Now, the advantage we already have is any company we onboard, we start looking at synergy lanes. So the synergy lanes will start telling us, okay, based on this account and these carriers we already hold, on our robust repository of thousands, we know which ones automatically we can identify as these would be a pretty good fit for Happy Egg. So much depends on the size of the company, how many shipments they do per day, per week, per month. And once we can get that number down to a solid 100 or so carriers, 150 carriers, we send out the information to them. We have a more intimate discussion with them rather than just blasting out a generic email. And we say, hey, great work on this account that you've worked with us on, or what have you. So we are communicating and collaborating with Happy Egg throughout the whole process. Once we start getting into the nitty-gritty, we've condensed that down to about 50 carriers. Maybe priced better, priced more competitively, and then we start condensing that down more as we start looking at the data. We also talk to their incumbent carriers. Equal opportunists, we involve everyone, especially because all of this is in collaboration with Happy Egg. So once we identify, call it the top 10 carriers that we know will fit their platform, their lanes, have the best synergy possible, we start negotiating better rates with them than they already had until we can obviously fulfill a lot of, not just our obligations for Happy Egg, but also our obligations for the carriers, right? They are clients too, so.
For me, very early on, I could tell the level of professionalism here. That's a big thing to me. I spoke with some other, options that weren't nearly as versed in what they were offering. It was more, well, I don't really know if the system has that ability, but I'll find out. Well, I don't really know how quickly we can do, on-demand reports, but I'll find out. There was never that feeling with DLX. Anything that we would ask, they're like, yes, we can do that. It's done via this. Very specific. Everybody knew exactly and in detail every question that was asked. It was almost like they knew the question before you asked it. A lot of TMSs have similar, reporting abilities and things like that. What stood out for me with DLX was the people, hands down. When you're working with people that you, A, can trust what they say, that B, they're going to take care of you and your business, that's what really pushed it over the edge for me. If this is the way that we're going to go. Within the TMS, of course, the real-time tracking, very vital. Ease of use, flexibility within the system, all those things are tremendous. The reporting is something that we're going to be extremely excited about. Like I said, I've been in this industry long enough. I've seen the good, bad, the ugly, and I can certainly tell you the good in the people here, that was something that I noticed very quickly, and it's just been reinforced throughout the entire process. As we grow, DLX is growing. This is a hungry company just like we're hungry. And to me, that's the most exciting thing. This isn't an organization that's, accepts, mediocre's good enough. There is nothing in this building, nothing in the people that says that. And to me, that's what I'm excited about. Having healthy organizational relationships that way, it's going to be so good. What happens down the road for Happy Egg, I know is going to be great. And having DLX partner with us through that process, man, I'm just stoked.